Hello, this is Janice, and for the next half hour, I'll be reading from Buffalo Rising on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. For more than Ride With Us, Niagara Frontier Bicycle Club welcomes new members. For more than 5 decades, the Niagara Frontier Bicycle Club has been a quiet but steady force in Western New York cycling community. Founded in 1969 and run entirely by volunteers, it is the oldest cycling club in the Buffalo region and one that continues to expand. In a region known for its strong cycling culture, Western New York provides cyclists with many options. The Buffalo Bicycle Club offers a competitive, race-focused environment, while Slow Roll Buffalo draws hundreds of riders to its weekly evening social rides throughout the city. And local bike shops like Tom's Pro Bike, with outlets in Lancaster and East Aurora, offer several organized group rides during the outdoor riding season. But the Niagara Frontier Bicycle Club, or NFBC, fills a different and increasingly important space, a structured but welcoming club for riders who want to ride often, ride together, and never repeat a route in any given season. "We ride every day," said NFBC President Mike D. Freitas of the official club season, which runs from mid-March through the end of October. With hundreds of members and with rides scheduled every morning and evening, the club offers something rare in the region: up to 4 rides per day across 8 counties across Western New York and even into Canada. Most rides range from 25 to 45 miles, and every ride is clearly rated, from easy to insanely difficult, so riders know exactly what to expect before they arrive at the starting point. Each ride has a designated ride leader who can provide details about the route and help organize the group based on riding spaces. Designated starting points are scattered across the area, with rides beginning in various locations, including Lancaster, Clarence, Orchard Park, Tonawanda, Amherst, and even at the Marina in downtown Buffalo. This structure allows members to find both their pace and their people. Some groups move at a brisk, steady rhythm, while others seek out the hills of the South Towns and push the pace. Other members prefer a more relaxed ride so they can cruise on relatively flat roads while enjoying the scenery. "You'll find your riding tribe here," said De Freitas, who has been a member for 20 years. "I've been riding with the same group for years. We all know each other, enjoy each other's company, and look forward to riding together." Beyond the miles, the club offers a strong social component. Members frequently gather for post-ride tailgates. There are weekend breakfast rides and an annual picnic. Signature events like the Kazoo Ride, which passes the world's only metal kazoo factory located in Eden, New York, and the club's annual ride to Welland, Ontario, have become local traditions, blending challenge with camaraderie. That sets the NFBC apart. It's not just how often it rides, but where. With so many routes throughout the region, members regularly discover new and unexpected corners of the area. Quiet country roads, lakeside stretches, and cross-border adventures that many cyclists would never find on their own. Over the years, the club has amassed a database of more than 1,000 routes, each with a unique descriptive name, like 2 bottles in a bush, Boston baked buns, and sing and scream, making it unlikely club members ever ride the exact same route twice in any given season. We're proud to showcase how great cycling is in this region, said Brenda Fisher, an NFBC board member and longtime club member. We have some spectacular scenery and amazing roads that are off the beaten path. Plus, I've met many interesting people who I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for our common love of cycling. For those looking to ride more, explore more, and connect with a community of dedicated cyclists, the NFBC is open for membership and always ready to roll. To learn more, become a member, and see the daily ride schedule, please visit the club as www.nfbc.com. Celebrating our older adults in Erie County. Each May, we recognize Older Americans Month as a time to celebrate older Americans' contribution to our nation, highlight aging trends, and pledge a commitment to caring for older adults. The theme for 2026 is Champion Your Health, encouraging our older adults and those who play a role in their life to focus on wellness, prevention, and staying active while aging. Our Erie County Department for the Aging offers many events and activities that serve exactly that purpose. From Club 99 Fitness to the Retired Seniors Volunteer Program, there is something for everyone. Older adults aged 50 and up are also invited to participate in University Express, Lifelong Learning, a series of free classes designed to stimulate the mind while building new social networks. I am excited to share that the Spring 2026 catalog is now available online with classes beginning in May. This semester, the kickoff event will take place May 4th at 1 p.m. and is hosted by Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz. Roosevelt Rumble, FDR and TR features a thought-provoking showdown between two of America's most influential presidents, blending humor, history, and friendly competition. Come ready to learn, cheer, and decide which Roosevelt reigns supreme. To register, call the Orchard Park Senior Center at 716-662-6452. To view the full spring catalog, visit Catalog. I would also like to note that this year's Elder Law Day will take place on Tuesday, June 2nd at the Buffalo Marriott Niagara, located at 1340 Millersport Highway in Amherst. This annual event has become a valuable experience for older adults and their caretakers, and is put on through a partnership between the Erie County Department for the Aging and the Center for Elder Law and Justice. Participants can sit in on presentations focusing on a variety of topics, including Medicaid eligibility, long-term care planning and asset protection, preparing for incapacity through advance directives, estate planning and probate, and patient rights in hospitals and rehabilitation settings. There will also be opportunities to meet one-on-one with an attorney for a free legal consultation. This is limited to one per household and must be selected while registering. The event includes coffee and pastries as well as a boxed lunch. To register, visit erie.gov/ELD. Year-round, the Department for the Aging works hard to provide fun and engaging programming. Additionally, Erie County offers services like Going Places Transportation, which provides free rides to medical appointments, trips to Stay Fit dining sites, or social activities, and more. I encourage older adults, families, and caretakers to explore these programs and resources by visiting erie.gov/aging. You can also call the New York Connects line, which is answered by our Department for the Aging staff right here in Erie County at 716-858-8526. I am proud of the work we do to make life vibrant for older adults across Erie County. I thank our Department for the Aging staff, the Live Well Erie Older Adults Working Group, and all other community partners who work to empower older Americans across our community. You are listening to a reading of articles and features from Buffalo Rising on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. Broadway Market renovation set to begin. After several years of planning, renovations to the Broadway Market are expected to begin this summer. Capital funding for the $40 to $45 million renovation is from Empire State Development, and operation support for BMMI is funded by the Regional Revitalization Partnership, RRP, a multi-year $300 million collaborative initiative between New York State's Empire State Development, ESD, local municipalities, and private philanthropic partners. Downtown Revitalization Initiative funds provided by NYS Department of State are also included in the capital funding for the Broadway Fillmore neighborhood. The overall design of the revitalization will include a reorganization of the internal layout and circulation within the market to cluster year-round vendors along a central main aisle with adjoining areas for growth, and incorporation of expanded areas for prepared foods and food production. Raising of a rear parking structure that has experienced significant deterioration and replacement with a multi-purpose surface parking loading area that can also host outdoor events. Restoration of various character-defining features, such as the Art Moderne curved walls and window features of the building's facade, and highlighting of the structure's internal concrete elements. Incorporation of new vendor stalls and improved mechanical, electrical, and other internal systems, and new iconic sign elements and lighting on the Broadway and rear facades. Our vision has always been a thriving Broadway market for the East Side, and today we're one step closer, said Empire State Development President, CEO, and Commissioner Hope Knight, with major state and regional revitalization partnership investment. We're turning the tide on decades of decline and pursuing a plan that firmly reestablishes the market as a bustling club in the heart of the Broadway Fillmore neighborhood. In February, the proposed design for the market was determined eligible for a Type 2 Historic Preservation certification by the National Park Service, which will enable the project to receive historic tax credit financing. The Broadway market built in 1956, is eligible for inclusion on the National Register of Historic Places and is recognized as part of the Broadway Fillmore Local Historic District. The market, which occupies two prior buildings on the site, has been in place at this location since 1888 and has historically played an important role as a center for year-round international, owner-operated, affordable, fresh and prepared food shops and neighborhood services. As the community around it has changed, the market is now seeking to maximize its relevance to Broadway Fillmore and to expand its customer base to serve as a suitable stimulus to neighborhood development as well as an attraction for the entire region. ESD, in coordination with BMMI, has been working with the design team led by Flynn Battaglia Architects and a construction management team led by Buffalo Construction Consultants, BCC, to prepare construction documents, independent cost estimates, and a construction staging plan to allow the market and its vendors to remain open, albeit in a modified manner, during the estimated 24-month construction period. Annual Mother's Day Market comes to Front Park. It was only a matter of time before someone would come up with a fun and exciting concept event at Front Park. The circa 1868 to 1870 32-acre park with a vantage point onto the waterfront was designed by Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vos. The park was once the site of great fanfare and public gatherings before the days of the Peace Bridge and before the I-190 was constructed, which separated the park from the waterfront. For years, the park fell into disrepair, which was unfortunate, but to be expected considering the Robert Moses-esque circumstances that it faced. In more recent years, Front Park has received some well-deserved love, thanks to the dedicated work of the Buffalo Olmsted Parks Conservancy. A roadway leading to the Peace Bridge was removed. A children's playground was built. Giant boulder barriers were dropped in along the perimeter to prevent cars from parking on the grass. The shelter house was renovated, and the historic 100-pounder U.S. Navy Parrott rifles were returned to the site. All of these recent park advancements have surely contributed to the Buffalo Holiday Market team's decision to host a springtime event at Front Park, previously held at the Richardson Olmsted campus. On Saturday, May 9th, a Mother's Day market will be held at the park, featuring local vendors selling flowers, mimosas, and all sorts of other springtime goods. The family-friendly market will also have Mommy and Me sessions, face painting, braiders, a blooms and bubbly class, food trucks, and so forth. As the market continues to grow, the move allows for an expanded vendor lineup, a more open layout, and an enhanced guest experience in one of Buffalo's most scenic outdoor settings. Known for supporting hundreds of local small businesses and drawing thousands of visitors each season, the annual Buffalo Holiday Market has become a staple in the region's event calendar. The one-day event is free to attend and will take place from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Front Park is easily accessible accessible by bike from just about anywhere in the city. Front Park is 121 Porter Avenue, Buffalo, New York. Construction Watch, Shea's expansion. Construction is underway on Shea's Performing Arts Center rear four-story addition along Pearl Street. The $34 million project will increase accessibility at the beloved Theater District anchor. Carmina Wood Design is project architect. The tiered building's exterior will be a variety of materials, including limestone, stainless steel, and glass. The interior design includes crystal-inspired chandeliers, terrazzo flooring, and flexible lounge seating. The key features include 3 elevators, enlarged lobbies and expanded waiting and circulation areas, 60 new bathroom fixtures, new concession areas, a new rear patio and drop-off area, basement storage, and utility space. New York State has committed $18.5 million to the project through several agencies, including $7.5 million from the New York Power Authority, the single largest award approved under its Power Proceeds program. Additional funding came from a $5 million capital grant from the New York State Council on the Arts, a $5 million capital grant through the Dormitory Authority of the State of New York, and a $1 million grant from Empire State Development's Regional Council Capital Fund. Construction Watch, Dunn Building. The Dunn Building is on its way to a residential future. McGuire Development is bringing 36 apartments to the circa 1893 Dunn Building, located at 110 Pearl Street. The Dunn Building is a significant city landmark, and at 10 stories is recognized as the first high-rise in Buffalo. It was designed by Green and Wicks as officers for what would become Dunn and Bradstreet. The apartments will be a mix of studios, 1-bedroom, and 2-bedroom units. 4 of the planned 36 units will be below market rate. The first floor of the building will remain as commercial space for an office or retail tenant. The basement, which is the only currently occupied portion of the building, is home to a restaurant tenant, K. Dara, who will remain during and after construction. The restaurant recently reopened after an upper floor water leak caused significant damage to the garden level space. The most significant planned exterior change is replacing the ornate building's cornice, which was removed in the 1980s. 2026 Food Truck Tuesdays and live at Larkin. Larkinville is at it again. Per usual, Larkin Square is going to be the heartbeat of summer entertainment with its incredible lineup of live music and family-friendly events. Here's a sampler of what to expect. Shop at the Spring Artisans Market and the LCO Building Artisans Market on Tuesday, May 5th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Food Truck Tuesday, June 2nd to August 25th from 5 to 8 p.m. KeyBank Live at Larkin Wednesdays, June 3rd to August 26th from 5 to 8 p.m. Larkin Square Author Talk with Mark Goldman, Thursday, June 18th at 5:30 p.m. All the details and more in this month's newsletter. Buff and Flow Fitness Studio is coming to Larkinville. The fitness studio, Buff and Flow, is coming to Larkinville at 799 Seneca Street later this spring. They will be offering a variety of classes in yoga, Pilates, bar, strength, and more. They are in the process of building out their class schedule and welcome your input on desired class times. New Made in Larkinville video featuring the Swan Street Diner, and fans of Larkinville Movement can now tune into Larkinville.com for a new up-to-date online directory for food, drink, retail, and events. Okay, so to start, we will get straight to KeyBank Live at Larkinville, which kicks off on June 3rd and runs through August 26th from 5 to 8 p.m. Since Larkin Square opened 15 years ago, KeyBank Live at Larkinville Wednesdays had been a continuous showcase for live music in Buffalo, said Larkin Square manager Harry Zemsky. This season presents an array of fan favorite bands and themes, along with new bands to Larkin Square. Add in a curated selection of food, plentiful seating, free admission, and you have the perfect mix of ingredients for a summer evening in Larkinville. Here is the lineup. June 3rd, Twang Gang, Dee Adams, Sue Kincaid, Elton Lammy, and more. 6/12, Dre Deneur. 6/17, Bonorama with Buffalo Bully Brass presented by Big Easy in Buffalo. 6/24, Songbirds, a tribute to Fleetwood Mac. 7/1, Letter to Elise goes Goo Goo Doll. 7/4/04, 7/8, Dirty Work, a tribute to Steely Dan. 7/15, Talking Deadheads. 7/22, The Bow Review, Fort Crit, Cutler Lintressa, Atkinson, and more. 7/29 is a ticketed event to be announced. 8/5 is Delano does Zeppelin. And 8/12, Handsome Jack does CCR. You have been listening to a reading of articles and features from Buffalo Rising. We read from Buffalo Rising on Fridays at 8:30 a.m. Your reader has been Janice. Thank you for listening.
You're listening to the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service with broadcast studios at 1199 Harlem Road in Cheektowaga. Radio readings are broadcast 24 hours a day, every day, to area people who are blind or have a print disability. This year, our agency marks almost 40 years on the air with more than 300,000 hours of radio readings to those without sight. Our broadcast signal is provided at no charge by WNED. The Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service website is nfradioreading.org. For more information, call 716-821-5555.
following program is intended for listeners who are blind, have low vision, or another print disability that